Good morning, doll fam. So today I am continuing work on my Valentine's Day corset. I've just got some laces here that I have run some thread through to gather into a ruffle, or into ruffles, plural, I suppose. And this is where I'm at, this way, on the body of it. These clips make it hard to make it top heavy. So where I'm at there, I did the lacing and trim on the front here earlier, and yeah, did a couple things different with this one. Really wanted to emphasize the, go all out with the Valentine's theme, and so went with the sweetheart neckline, so we've got kind of a heart shape at the top, and then I also did a long front panel so that when it's actually, on the doll, and with the heart-shaped top, that it'll really kind of emphasize that whole front panel will be like a heart. And then also with the lacing, made it wider at the top and narrow at the bottom to really play into that heart shape as well. So that's where that's at so far. The lining here too, so that's super cute. Or it will be when it's done. So what I am working on, and let's see, where am I? On the questions. Let's go. Others. Okay. So Viridian Cat on Instagram asked me. Well, I answered one of her questions the other day, but her second question was, if you could have any BJD creature / non-human, what would it be? I can tell you it's going to be a very short video today because I have a very short answer to that question. And the short answer is I wouldn't. Yeah, that's the short answer. I will, well, still keep this short, but the slightly longer answer is I'm just not really into creatures. Not in dolls anyways. And I assume she means like non-humanoid, like I don't think she's talking about like elves and stuff like that, and centaurs. I don't know, I'm not into centaurs either. Just fantasy creatures in general I'm not super into. Elves are fine because they're just humans with pointy ears, in doll form. Nobody go at me there about the difference between humans and elves. I'm actually I like read nonstop fantasy, high fantasy, and epic fantasy, and all of that. So I don't know. I love all sorts of fantasy creatures in my reading. But I just am not interested in that in my doll world. You see me looking off in this direction a lot because in the other room, the living room is over this way, and in the living room I've got on a bookshelf a whole bunch of my dolls, probably about half of my collection. I've got all my favorites out here on display in the living room, and then the rest of them are in my doll room / work room that's kind of abandoned because I keep doing most of my work out here lately. Anyways, I've got a bunch of my dolls over there, so anytime I'm looking off that way, I am examining my collection. So yeah, I don't think I've got any kind of non-humans right now. Well, okay, no, I've got, I think, Magic Mirror Siobhan. I think she has pointy ears. I can't quite see from here. And then my Limois girl is a half-elf, though barely. Her ears absolutely could pass for human. They're just slightly pointy. But I think that's it. I've had a number of elf-eared dolls in the past, but I think I have moved all of the rest of them on. I do still have my little tiny Naviette that's been up for sale forever that nobody seems to want. Or at least, you know, nobody seems to want to pay what she's worth anyway. So, yes, I guess there are a few elves in my collection still, but that's it. I did have a Eve Studios cat in the past, and he was pretty adorable. I was quite fond of him, but same problem I have with like all tinies really is, you know, I'm really excited about it and I think I love them, and then, you know, I play with them for a week and then they quickly are just completely forgotten. And you know, it was worse probably for him because I'm pulling on the wrong end here. It was probably worse for him because he was a cat, so, you know, he didn't wear any clothes or anything, and so at least, you know, with the tiny humanoid dolls I can attempt to do stuff with them with like clothes and stuff. But my poor little cat was just a cat, and yeah, so once I started neglecting him, it was all over. And I was really ended up treating him more like a prop than a doll in his own right, and they're not cheap. They're like $400 or something, and to have a $400 prop for my other dolls was kind of ridiculous. So yes, I moved him on. He was fun while I had him, but I probably wouldn't buy another one. Yeah, that's probably that's kind of the only creature I'm kind of interested in really is cats. I am kind of cat obsessed. Again, not in dolls in general, just like real cats. So yes, I do love cats. There is, like, if I you know, can't imagine what circumstance that would be, but, you know, if I was forced to order a creature BJD of some sort, I suppose I would go with shit, I don't know the name of the company. It starts with a double. It's like Walloya something Studios. I think they're out of like Poland or Russia or somewhere, but anyways, they've got 3D. I think they're 3D printed, and you can find them on Etsy. And they've got a tarsier. I think it's tarsier. That's how it's pronounced, I think. It's called a tarsier monkey, but I don't think they're actually monkeys at all. But they're cute. They're only like this big, and they've got these hands that are like these big, long, spread out fingers with like little balls on the tips, and they're just adorable, with these big old round eyes. And I saw one at, I think it was Pacific Northwest BJD Expo 2 years ago, and somebody had a few of them there and they were selling them, and I kind of hemmed and hawed and was like, oh my god, I want to buy this, it's so cute. And I eventually talked myself out of it, and I'm glad I did, because it would have gone the same way as the cat and all other tinies. I would have played with it for a week and then promptly forgotten about him. So, but if I was, for whatever reason, somebody said, here's $500, you are only allowed to order a creature, then I guess I would get a tarsier. I think it's tarsier. I don't know. Tarsier. I think that's how it's spelled. If you don't know what that is, look it up. They're adorable. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the company. But if you go on, just do a Google search. I mean, you can go on Etsy or just do a Google search even for like tarsier BJD, and it'll come right up. And I would just get the regular one, but they do also have like little like imp versions of them where you can order that guy like with little bat wings and horns and all sorts of cute little things. So if you are into creature dolls, I recommend looking them up because it's awfully cute. And I got to see one in person and it was awfully cute. So if that's your thing, check them out. But yeah, somehow I turned what I said was going to be a very short video into a full 10 minutes, so I don't know. Short answer is I wouldn't have any non-human BGDs. Alright, I guess I will end that there then. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day.